We are Accessrock. I am Dave. We are at Metaltown, and we have the pleasure to talk to Dirk from Soilwork. How are you doing?
I am doing great.
You're doing great. You just flew in from LA?
I did.
So, just for us.
Just for you guys, exactly.
Thank you.
As soon as this is done, I'm back.
Just turning around, just going.
Exactly.
No, you're actually playing Metaltown.
I am actually playing today in a few hours, so looking forward to it. It's always a great place to play, and we were here a few years ago. It was awesome. So yeah, can't wait.
It's a lot of metal, so
it is.
Why not?
What else do we need, right?
Have you had some time off? You just did a amazing tour of 57 dates, I think.
Something like that. I lost
America?
count. Yeah. We
have you had some days off?
We had a few weeks off after that. Yeah, like
okay.
three and a half weeks or something, and then we started, playing festivals. So, which is more relaxing in a way. It's intense for a few days, and then you get a few days off, and so, yeah.
Great.
It's all good. We're warriors.
No, you have to be.
Yeah.
Really, playing drums in Soilwork, that has to be a challenge.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's tough sometimes, but it's what I do. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
How have you experienced your latest album, The Living Infinite?
Well, I mean, it was an interesting thing to do, and that made it really exciting for me to do something different, and not really knowing what we were getting into. It was kind of a fun challenge, and I think it turned out great. I mean, I wasn't there for most of the recording process because I had too many other things to do, so I basically came in, rehearsed, recorded my drums, and left. So I kind of missed out a little bit on the whole experience of building like the album with the guys, but it turned out great, and I had a lot of fun recording all those different songs and just trying to be creative for 8-9 days straight. And because of course when you have that much music, also the thing is that you don't necessarily have the time to prepare everything in detail, so there was a lot of space for improvising and kind of doing what you felt on the spot, which was a lot of fun. I enjoyed it.
Very, very cool. Mm-hmm. Playing the new songs, do you watch the crowd? Do you watch their reactions?
Yeah, whenever I have a chance.
Or you like?
Yeah, I tend to be like, I used to be where I'm so concentrated on the drums I don't even notice the crowd, but I've tried to over the years to like be more aware of what's going on, because it's fun, to kind of see people get excited and stuff. And I mean, the new songs have been going over really well, I think, and people like the record. Really, it's a succeeded experiment as far as I'm concerned. So who knows what's next? We got to keep doing exciting stuff now, to follow this up. So who knows?
Cool. I just read you have your own signature drumsticks now.
I do.
From Tama.
Yes.
How does that happen? Do you kind of like, I need exactly this wood to put my name on it?
Pretty much how it happened is that I played Tama sticks for many years, and I liked them so much, and so I just didn't change anything to them really. The only thing I changed recently is that because I use gloves and the sticks tend to get slippery after a while with using the gloves, so I had to make like a unvarnished version of the sticks, which they sent me some prototypes a few weeks ago, so I'm actually trying them out now for the first time on these shows, and to see if that helps. They're a little less slippery. So, but other than that, it's basically a model they already had, but I just I think they're great sticks, so I'm very stoked to have a signature model, and they are available in Europe and Japan. I think in the US their Tama sticks aren't really available, but they are here. So if you want them, you can find them.
And also tell me about this True Tuner thing.
That's actually a new thing that a drummer in the US invented, I guess. And what it does is that instead of having to, you have all these screws on a drum that you have to unscrew and screw back on every time you need to change a head, which can be a lot of times. And so it's basically a thing that you put on with a lot of different keys, and you put it on and you can unscrew and screw all this stuff back on at once. So you gotta get the hang of it at first, especially when it's getting tight.
Okay.
But it's a big time saver, so it's a really great concept.
Should be great for drummers everywhere.
Exactly, yeah.
Being the drummer must be the worst thing, especially when you have to kind of put your stuff together.
It's a lot of gear. I have a great drum tech who's actually from Gothenburg.
Okay.
And so I a lot of times I don't have to take care of much of it. He does it all for me. It's luxury, but when I do, like on at home or on like drum clinics and stuff like that, it's very useful. for sure.
Very cool. Do you have any drummer you look up to? Any drummer you if you see a gig and you stand and just go, wow.
Countless drummers like that. You know, I can't even begin to name them all. But I mean, Dave Lombardo was one of my biggest influences when I started out, and I mean, over the years there have been so many different ones. You know, in metal and also not in metal, and people like Morgan Ågren, who's a Swedish drummer that I really admire a lot for what he does, and you know, I don't know. I could sit here and name probably every drummer out there. Every drummer I see playing is an inspiration to me. You know, it's or even any band and musician that like really puts their heart and soul into what they're doing is inspiring to me. I'm very into all kinds of music, so when I listen on my iPod, I'll listen to metal more than anything else. But when I see a band play, I can go see pretty much any style and enjoy it and get something out of it. So yeah.
How do you prepare for a show?
I warm up for about half hour to 45 minutes. I just do like, you know, gradual speed stuff with the hands. I try to stretch my fingers. I also tape my fingers into places where they're most fragile because I tend to get blisters, so I know where it happens and I put tape on there, use gloves. And that's about it, you know. I just try to be in shape in general. I try to eat healthy. I don't drink, like, you know, I just take care of myself. I go to the gym, like, on a regular basis, just kind of to stay in shape. Because, you know, yeah, when I was 20, I didn't need to do that, but I'm not 20 anymore.
You're 23 now, so...
Yeah, exactly. So, yeah. Let's say that. That's good.
23. Yeah, me too. What can we expect from your show today at Metaltown?
Lots of energy, a good mix of our albums, hopefully. It's getting hard to like play all the songs that everybody wants to hear, but you know, we try to. I think we have a pretty cohesive set, and we're just super excited with this lineup too. You know, David and Sylvain really fit with the band. It's easy. Everything's easy. Like, you know, even though we deal with you know, all kinds of stuff like every band out there, but when we get together and we play, it's just natural.
Amazing.
So you can expect a lot of us having fun on stage.
When you kind of play festival gigs, you have to kind of shorten the set. Which songs do you play on your your own headline shows, and which does not make the cut for the festivals?
We change it up.
How do you do that?
We change it up. Yeah, we have kind of a basic set of songs now that we've been playing, and so we kind of, you know, whenever the next festival comes up, I'm usually the guy who sends a set list and like, hey, does this work? And then, you know, if everybody says okay, yeah, then we stick with that, or someone may be like, oh, let's change that. But we play a lot of new stuff now because, you know, obviously there's 20 new songs. Yeah, so we have to play a lot of that, and we love playing a lot of that. But we just try to keep it interesting and not always play exactly what people expect to, you know, like, for example, like, we haven't been playing As We Speak recently because I know it's like, you know, and we know it's like one of our songs that everybody expects, but we played it like, I mean, I started playing with the band in early 2004, and I don't think there's been one show since then that we haven't played that song, which is like probably 1,500 times or whatever. So it's kind of like, you know, it gets a bit old after a while. So
you just cannot play this anymore.
Well, it's more like, you know, let's hold it off for a while, and then people can see it next time or something, you know.
Tell me, are you the kind of drummer that drums on people and stuff all the time?
Less now than I used to. My parents initially got me a drum kit because I was like getting on their nerves, tapping on everything. So I guess you can say I am.
Let him get it out.
Exactly. Yeah, I was a noisy kid.
And then they got you a drum kit.
Yeah, right? What's wrong with that picture? Look where I ended up, though.
Exactly.
Right?
Great parenting.
So, yeah,
Great parenting. Yeah. Thanks, Mom and Dad.
Absolutely. Wouldn't be here without him. Hey, this is Dirk from Soilwork, and you are watching Access Rock Metal.